We need Gunter for this. Can't have him not watch over us, for he is everywhere. Now I can't stop looking at him. He's like just the creepy little penguin sneaking up behind the cat.
I need to get an actual Gunter.
Okay, let's... Like an actual penguin? What?
Yeah, totally have a Gunter running around.
Just that, you know, there's some, like, I saw a special, or like in some Asian neighborhood, like they got a penguin to literally go run chores for something, like go to the groceries. Okay, really getting on track. What's it called? Witch's Garden. Okay, this is the Witch's Garden. Took us a while, but we got there. Yeah. And okay, so what happens in this one? It starts off with a frog with a crown, and they just want to see if he's ever going to put it on. They just follow the frog, pretty much. I thought the possibly funnier line is just like, I just want to know why a frog has a crown. I thought that would have been a little funnier, but waiting to see him put it on was pretty funny, too. I guess it's more random, so it makes more sense. And they go into this garden where there's donut bushes and one bagel, and...
Liar!
And Jake his subconscious eats the donut. And then his subconscious becomes a character in this. Who dies? His subconscious dies. Which, I mean, it's like somewhere there's like a really deep, interesting metaphor in there, but... Or maybe it's just stupid, I don't know. But, so Jake eats this donut, and... The witch takes away his powers and gives him a human body. Not just a human body, like a really overweight human body. And they try to figure out how to get his powers back, and it turns out he got it from rolling in a mud puddle, or at least that's all he can remember. And so they try to find one, but then they come across a river of garbage where, God, this sounds stranger and stranger the more I say it, where a mermaid of the garbage river comes out, puts Finn in a nest of little birdlings, which is weird. The birds don't actually look like the mermaid.
But they're hungry.
Yes, but they are hungry, we know that. So Jake goes, apologizes, but the witch makes him do stuff with his subconscious, which that sounds really bad. That could be another interesting metaphor the more I think about it, but okay, so the subconscious dies, and Jake gets his powers back, and then, like, throws away the witch's cane, like, eats another donut and says, haha, and saves Finn. That's pretty much it. Kind of a mean episode, actually. The first thing I can think of in this one, I really love the designs of the witch and the mermaid. Well, first of all, it looks nothing like a mermaid, so that's, of course, pretty funny. But I love the way the witch is totally, like, not just hunched over, like her whole body is just like this giant upside down U, and always has just one eye showing. I'm wondering if there's even another eye under the hair. That'd actually be funny if they ever show that. What else? And then the mermaid thing, which I love the way it's like she's got a lot of hair in the skeleton body. That's weird enough, but I love the way the hair is also the arms for the hands, and then it like more hair serves as wings and stuff. Like I love. That is so bizarre, but it's so creative. So I really love that. The one other part that did make me like just, it's like 2 or 3 jokes on top of each other. It's the one you guys were quoting it earlier, the bagel line, where it's like, you're a good donut. Wait, you're a bagel liar, and like transforms that to have a human body with the underwear. And it's funny enough that there's a bagel in there, and then it's really funny that she gets angry at the bagel, shouting at it like it's alive, but then gives it a human body, and the human body is actually moving. Like, she probably just gave birth to this, terrible concoction. Like something that's never existed, and she gave birth to it somehow.
It's kind of something that does come up, because think about Wizard. The rock comes to life.
Yeah, that's right.
When bagel just comes to life. So all these like things that usually aren't alive are somehow coming alive and then kind of being forgotten about.
I would love to see that bagel just like in the background somewhere, like all the weird creatures looking or having fun, and there's just this bagel with underwear running around just looking for an identity or something. Like that should be the new snail. Like in every episode, that should just always be the bagel with the underwear.
If it's ever shown up, I have yet to see it. So I don't know. If they do, they're still doing episodes. Right?
Oh yeah. if you're watching, just bring that thing back because that thing it just looks like this really cruel joke. Like God just wanted to be like really cruel and make like the saddest thing, and so it has no mouth, it has no way of breathing. Right? It's just I just look at it and I feel like that is so sad. Just this thing existing.
Yeah.
Remember that Simpsons that had like the Harry Potter parody and like he's trying to turn a frog into a prince, but it's like this half concocted thing that just keeps throwing up saying, please kill me, every moment I live is pain. It just reminds me of that. I'm sorry I'm really focusing on that, but it was just so strange, and those are the thoughts that came in my head and made it really funny to me. So, okay, there's clearly not really a lesson to learn in this one, at least not that I could see. It seemed more like the idea was just to make fun of the fact that it looks like there's going to be a lesson, but really it's just like, no, we're just jerks.
Yeah, like that's the one thing that this episode kind of like solidifies or really starts showing. Jake has a very, like, a jerk side that he sometimes lets out, and this is the first one where you really see him kind of being a straight-up jerk. He learns his lesson without question, but he kind of forgets his lesson half a second later.
I guess the one thing that makes it a touch justified is that he apologizes to the witch, and she's like, hey, but you took too long. I want you to, humiliate yourself. Oh, is that your subconscious? Humiliate yourself with him, too. Oh, let me record this. So it's like, she's really pushing it, so it's like she kind of has it coming.
Oh, no, I won't argue.
So I guess that kind of evens it out a touch. But... yeah, I'm trying to think.
I love how Finn is swimming. First, he's like flopping on top of the river of garbage. Then, when he goes swimming in it, you see him actually holding his breath, and it's like there's no water there.
Yeah.
You know, there's no water. It's just literally a river of nothing but garbage. And I'm like, that's kind of great that he's actually holding his breath while swimming in garbage, and the fact that he's swimming in garbage.
Yeah, I like sort of, because it sort of takes you a second to realize he's not actually swimming. There's just so much of the garbage, and obviously he's holding his breath because, it's going to smell awful, too. So it took me a second when I saw that, too. Like, oh, this is actually kind of surreal. Like, he's kind of swimming, he's kind of not, in a sense. So, yeah, trying to think... does that frog ever come back?
No, I've yet to see the frog. He does not come back.
Of all the characters I would swear would come back, like, it's sort of like, I would think that frog would come back.
That's actually an interesting question. Do we ever get to see the frog put on the crown?
I just want to know why he has a crown. Like, what was the... you assume it's a frog prince, but you don't know.
That's true.
And he's just walking for a long time with that crown.
You really like to think very hard about small creatures.
But I just get a feeling that so much of this stuff is going to come back anyway, so I'm trying to guess what it is, but it's like, I can't guess what it is. It's the stuff you think would come back never does come back. Yeah. Does the Watermelon family ever come back?
Yes.
Okay, so that's one that I kind of got. So
Stanley the Watermelon.
Stanley, yes. It's still not as fascinating as the bagel, though. I still want to see what happens to the bagel.
Again, you have this thing for small creatures. Tree Trunks is small. You've got the bagel, which is small.
Tree Trunks is actual good character. No, the bagel clearly has no character. It's just like a sin against nature, and I just want to see how it survives. How does it eat? How does it just fascinates me. Just its existence fascinates me. So I know there's no character, but it's just
your existence fascinates me.
Yes, it both disgusts and fascinates, and I wouldn't mind seeing more of it. So yeah, that's about all I got on this one. You got anything else?
No.
So
you and your weird bagel fetish.
Bagel with
bagels?
Underwear.
Yes, and little legs. How would that? How would you keep your balance after a while?
That's like your biggest question. That how does it eat? How does it breathe? How does it hear?
Huh? I wasn't listening. What?
Bye.